Hey everyone, it's Carly and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be part two of me looking at my Wattpad stories that I wrote when I was like 14. I'm honestly really scared because I have no clue, honey, what's waiting for us. So yes, I am filming this the exact same day because you'll see my computer is the exact same date and time, whatever. But today we are going to be reading one of my stories. And y'all didn't ask for this, I decided to film it right after I did my video, so I don't really care if y'all wanted to see this or not. So the story we're going to be reading today is going to be Don't Tell Anybody. I will try to read all the parts if I can, but if not, we don't. So let's start with chapter 1. Oh, God. Oh, God, I don't even want to read this. Wait, we need to, okay. We need to read the story details first. Annabelle never imagined she'd be the girl announced on television about being kidnapped, till one night it happened to her. She also never would have thought that she would fall in love with her kidnapper. Did she? Yeah, let's go read my story now. That was a bit too much already. So, as you can see, it's a very short chapter. Okay, chapter 1. Sunshine emoji. I'm not going to be able to be serious during this. I hope you all know that. I never read my work out loud. I've only read it in my head and made fun of it. I've never had to read it out loud. So, this is a bit much for me. You took me like I was some toy. A toy that you could play with and do whatever you felt like doing to it. Maybe throw it against a wall till it broke, because that's what you did to me. You broke me, you broke my life. Nothing would be the same again after that day. I can remember it just like a child remembers Christmas morning. I was at the neighborhood park with a few friends. We had been drinking because we got let out for summer break. Also, that's what happened in Stolen. Just so you know, we're at the park. He was there too. I felt someone watching us, so I guess it was you. That literally, I swear that line was taken exactly from Stolen by Lucy Christopher. I should just go to jail at this point. You walked along the sidewalk a couple times before you disappeared into the shadow of darkness. I never thought anything would happen. Boy, was I wrong. After my friends left, I was the only one in the park that night. It was dark besides the stars that filled the sky, along with the streetlight. I knew it was getting later and later as I continued to finish off the very strong bottle of alcohol. I felt myself getting lightheaded, so then I knew it was time to go. Seems like you knew it was your time to take your toy then. I can't. That's so cringy. That's terrible. I left the bottle on the freshly cut grass and stumbled my way toward the sidewalk. I saw you at the corner of my eye by the oak tree. You were quiet, but I swear I could hear your heart beating. I swear I could have heard your heart beating. Okay. I tried to pay no attention. Oh yeah, good spell checking. I tried to pay no attention to you because if I did, I knew I'd scream, causing you to probably hurt me more than you were already planning to. I walked towards the street crossing to walk into my neighborhood. I heard your footsteps behind me, your shoes hitting the rocky cement. I felt my heart speed up, but continued to ignore you walking behind me. I heard you pick up speed. I turned around and saw you, and I saw you. You froze in your steps before taking a couple seconds and attacking me to the ground. Okay, that just came out of nowhere. Was he even close enough to attack her? I tried screaming for help, but you had already covered my mouth with duct tape. Okay, damn. I kicked and hit you hard, hoping for you to let go. You didn't. You were strong, and I could feel your strong arms around my body as you dragged me towards a navy blue van. It was probably simple for you to take me, considering I had half a bottle of alcohol in my system. Didn't she have a full bottle of alcohol? I don't know. I laid in the back of the van, looking around for any weapons for you to hurt me with. Why did you do that? I could have just put a period. You sat in the front of the car, tapping your fingers on the steering wheel as you drove fast down a highway. I was trying not to panic and stay calm, but that didn't last. I screamed as best as I could through the duct tape and kicked at the seat. No one's gonna hear you, finally. Why did I type? I didn't have the correct grammar. No one's gonna hear you, period. You finally spoke. A rough, deep voice came from you, matching your looks and dark personality. I continued to scream through the tape, but officially gave up in the end. I felt a wave of tiredness hit my eyes, causing me to sleep as you drove to someplace far from home. Okay, now let me analyze this chapter. Honestly, wasn't too bad with the details. I'll give myself props for the details. It wasn't bad. Obviously a very YA kind of story. Okay, chapter 2. You hit a bump in the road, shaking me awake. I woke up hoping it was all a dream. It wasn't. I sat up, my mouth still taped. It was lighter than it was before. I sat there thinking. Lots of thoughts ran through my head. Did anyone see you take me? Does anyone know I'm missing? I shook my head as it started pounding. I looked up toward your seat, feeling sick just looking at you. Dark brown hair, almost black. tan skin with a large scar on your arm. This is basically stolen. Besides, Ty had a scar on his face, I'm pretty sure. God, I should go to jail for stealing her story. I'm sorry, Lucy. You pulled the car over to a parking lot. I watched you as you shut off the car, getting out of it. My heartbeat started to pick up as you unlocked the back doors of the van. As the doors opened, your face appeared. You have dark brown hair for sure, cold yet evil blue eyes that pierced into me. Is this Ty from Stolen? Like, I swear to God it is. You brought your hand near my face, causing me to whine slightly. I'm not gonna hurt you, you said softly. I felt the tears sting in my eyes. You got into the back of the van, untied my hands, and took the tape off carefully. I wet my lips, scared of what you'd do next. Come on, you said as you stepped out of the van. I slowly scooped myself out of it, the sun piercing my eyes. Good details. Where are we? I asked, softly with a raspy, dry voice. You didn't answer me. You just grabbed some bags from the front seat, then locking the van. Why? What? Honey, what? Well, honey, what? The heck? You got kidnapped. And then he unlocks you. But then you just stay there. You don't think to run? You just stay there with your kidnapper? Then locking the van. I followed behind you as you were farther in front. I looked around, not knowing the town. I saw apartment buildings that seemed to be abandoned and no cars, no people, no animals, nothing. You walked into the apartment building, no electric, no movements, no sounds. There was literally nothing living in this town besides you and me. I hated it. You came to a gray door with 68 written on it. You pushed open the door, walking in. I hesitated before walking in. You set the bags down in an empty room that was most likely the living room. I watched you unpack everything. Food, clothes, bedding, living essentials. Bitch, like, why didn't you just run? Like, you literally just walked right into the apartment with your kidnapper. You obviously wanted to be kidnapped. I waited till you were done. Where are we? I asked, afraid of asking again. Don't worry about it, you replied as I stood in the empty living room. You can't just take me, I winced, feeling the tears about to fall any second.
But I did, didn't I?
I could tell he was smirking. I gave up asking stupid questions and I sat on the carpet of the living room. I brought my knees to my chest, putting my head in my lap, softly crying. Okay, baby. I'll show He just casually walks over. I'll show you to your room, he said, standing above me as I wiped my tears. You didn't look at me, you just walked into the room into the back of the apartment. I followed behind as you walked into a room with a bed and a dresser. Your clothes are already packed away and your bedding is in the dresser as well. Your clothes are already packed away and your bedding is in the dresser. Oh, okay. You explained before leaving the room. I sighed, sitting on the bare bed, softly crying again. What's gonna happen now, I thought to myself.
I don't know, bitch. Maybe you fucking walked away out of the apartment and maybe you wouldn't have stayed and gotten kidnapped still. Idiot.
Chapter 3. Oh, wait, we have a little author's note.
Oh my god, guys, I'm so sorry about never updating a story for like months. I lost all inspiration to write stories and then got busy with school. But I'm back now.
This story had 200 views, honey. Nobody was waiting for you to update the story. Calm down. I shifted my weight on the bed, pulling myself from off of it over to the wooden dresser that have chips of it missing. I opened the top drawer, pulling out the bed sheets, beginning to dress my bed. I sniffled, tears still trickling down my cheek. I finished dressing the bed, peeking my head outside the bedroom to the kitchen. I watch you continue to put away the food. I feel a mixture of feelings. Sad, scared, alone, traumatized, depressed. Everything other than happiness. Oh, so dramatic. I had no clue what was planned for me, if I was going to live or going to die. I tried to keep those negative thoughts from running through my head, only to make my head pound much worse. I pulled my head back into the bedroom, sitting myself on my just-made bed. I had no clue what to do. Obviously, because I had no clue what to write at this point. I softly yawned, finding my eyes getting heavier by the second. Next thing I knew, I was out. Wasn't she just asleep? I don't know. Come on, Annabelle, I heard a soft yet loud yell of my friend, Maria. I turned my attention towards her, watching her wave me towards her. What? I'm coming, I yelled back, running across the rocky sidewalk, sitting next to her. What? I asked. Oh my god, why just... I asked. She motioned me to shush. Look, she pointed across the street to a guy moving boxes from his house into a car. What? I can't. From his car into a house that had been up for sale for over a year. Someone finally moved in, she smiled, looking at me. And he's kind of cute, she smirked, watching his movements. I smiled, shrugging my shoulders, watching the movement of the guy. The guy had brown hair, piercing blue eyes that you can get lost in. It was the kidnapper.
Dun dun dun.
I felt my weight being moved and shook. My eyes flashed open in fear, turning my head towards the shadow standing above me. Dinner time, he looked down at me, handing me a bowl. I blinked my eyes, clearing my vision, taking the bowl from your hand. I didn't say anything as I watched you leave the room. I examined my food before taking a mouthful. I was starving. I finished setting my bowl in the dress. Okay. Setting my bowl in the dress, letting out a sigh. I noticed it was darker than before I fell asleep. I fell asleep and I dreamed, yet it was a dream about you. Ooh. Alright, boys and girls, there you have it for my first story that I wrote and actually wrote 3 chapters of, and I'm really glad that I fucking stopped because that shit was terrible. Someone should have smacked me in my head, honestly, but I mean, if I didn't write these stories, then we wouldn't have a video today, now would we? I don't even know. That was just too much for my brain to comprehend, and I couldn't even read my words clearly. Obviously, I was terrible at writing. But if you guys like to see more episodes, I guess I'll call these episodes, this little tiny series that I'm doing till I finish all my stories on here, even if it's just a chapter, then please let me down below in the comments. Go ahead and make fun of me, all that stuff, because trust me, I'm making fun of myself right now. This was highly entertaining for me to read. Hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, give it a big like, subscribe down below to join the family, and I will see you on my next video if you decide to stick around after these videos. Bye guys!